Hello. Today we will read random error. Last class we have discussed systematic errors. Systematic errors are those errors which are unidirectional. That is, it occurs frequency. Okay. Let in the one example is taking one example. Let in a slide caliper or vernier scale, what happens if the vernier scale or a normal scale or meter scale, take the example of meter scale, if it has a zero error of plus 0.2 cm error, every time we have to subtract it from the main reading. We taking the observation, and if we want to acquire the correct reading, we have to subtract the zero error. This type of errors is called the systematic error. Okay. But in case of random error, it does not occur frequently. Then what are the cause of random error? Random error are those errors which occur randomly. It does not occur systematically, it occurs randomly. It arises due to unpredictable fluctuation in the experimental condition, that is, when the same person takes the reading of a machine in different observations get different reading. That is, I want to say that in random error there is some experimental conditions when the temperature is too high or too low, then the reading will show different. Okay, let an example. If a thermometer is to be read in the normal temperature, but in case of normal temperature, if the room temperature is too high or too low, then the reading will show differently. This will cause a random error. Okay. So as in the case of when the voltage supply is too low or too high, or the machine gets some turbulence, in that case the random error occurs. Okay. When one person takes the reading, in every observation he will get that the observations are different from each other. If one man takes the length of a rod, then in every observation he will not get the same reading. This is not the error. This is not the case of personal error or the experimental error, because it is a unbiased error. This is not the biased error. This happens due to the random error. Okay, it is not the fault of that man. It will occur automatically. The observations will not show accurate. Okay. Then comes to least count error. The least count is the smallest measurement as by an instrument. One instrument whose LC is 0.01 cm measures more precisely than an instrument whose LC is 0.1. Okay. Here LC means taking the precision or the resolution of the instrument. Okay. Let's take the example of a meter scale whose resolution is 1 mm or 0.1 cm. another instrument, let vernier scale, whose resolution is 0.01 cm. Okay, in that case, when the meter scale reads the measurement of a rod, then it will show 5.5 or something. Then when vernier scale is used, then it will more precisely measure the length of the rod. That means it will count up to the second decimal point, that is it will read as 5.53 or 4 cm etc, because its resolution is high. Then here 5.5 cm, and the vernier scale reads the length of the rod as 5.53 cm. Then you see there is some difference, there is some error here. It is due to the resolution or least count error. Okay, then come to absolute error, relative error and percentage error. Okay, in the case of absolute error, relative error and percentage error, we have to understand three definitions. One is true value or actual value. Okay, then true value, this is the true value, is the mean value. This is the mean value. Okay, then one is absolute error, mean absolute error. Okay, then is relative error, then percentage error. Okay, these definitions we have to understand. Okay, first of all, true value or actual value. What is the true value or actual value? No one can measure the length or the reading of an instrument, reading of a physical quantity by an instrument accurately. Okay, it is not possible for anybody to measure the accurate measurement. So what we have to do, we have to take the readings. Okay, as much as we take the readings, and we will get the accurate number. Okay, accurate. Now let the readings or the observations are L1, L2, L3, Ln. Okay, if we want to take the correct measurement, we have to take the mean value. Okay, we have to take the mean value of this observation. What is the mean value? Mean value or true value or the actual value is L1 plus L2 plus L3. These are the observations plus Ln by n. Okay, this is the actual value. The actual value is the mean value of the observations. Okay, actual value is L1 plus L2 plus L3 plus Ln divided by n. Okay. Now we have got the actual value or the true value of the observation. Let it be the actual value. Okay. And the observations are, we see the observations are either the right side or the left side of the actual value or the mean value. Okay. Let L1 is here, L2 is here, L3 is here, and L4 is here. Okay. We have to calculate the absolute value or the absolute error. Absolute errors are, we take the readings, okay, as L1. Absolute errors are those errors how far the observations are from the mean value. From the mean value, this distance is called the absolute error. Okay. Then del L1 is equal to L mean minus L1. Okay. And we have to take the magnitude of del L1 because this distance can never be negative, or the absolute error is always positive. Okay, because we have to take the absolute value or the mod value of the reading. Okay, then del 1 is equal to L mean minus L1. So also del L2 mod is equal to L mean minus L2. These are the distances or the spreads from the mean value. Okay, then del Ln mod is equal to L mean minus Ln mod. Okay, now we have to do two things. Okay, we have to do two things. We have calculated the mean value of the observation. Okay, now we have to calculate the mean value of absolute error. How it will be calculated? We know the individual errors are, mean absolute errors are del L1 plus del L2 plus del L3 so on del Ln mod by number of observations. Okay, this is called mean absolute error. Okay, now every measurement that we took should be within the range of L mean plus or minus del L mean. Okay, this is called, this mean absolute error is equal to del L mean. Okay, this is this. Okay, every observation should be within the range of L mean plus or minus del L mean. Now, if anyone writes the length of the rod 5 plus or minus 0.2 cm, then we have to understand that this is the mean value or the actual value, and 0.2 cm is the del L mean, that is, it is the mean absolute error. We know that the absolute error is L mean minus L1. Okay, L. Okay, Understand this? Okay. Now, relative error. Relative error is equal to del L mean by L mean. Okay, and percentage error is equal to del L mean by L mean into 100. Okay, this much we have to understand. Always remember that this absolute error is never negative. Okay, because we are taking the magnitude here. Okay, now some questions regarding this. Okay, now the combination of errors. When two quantities are added or subtracted, absolute error in the final result is the sum of the absolute error in the individual quantity. Suppose two quantities, we took the temperature T1 is equal to 20 degrees centigrade plus or minus 0.5 degree centigrade, and T2 is equal to 50 degree centigrade plus or minus 0.5 degree centigrade. When you combine, we have to ask the temperature difference between T1 and T2. We have to calculate the temperature difference between T2 and T1, and if error is there, and we have to find out that error. Okay, this is the linear case. Okay, it is the sum difference of the combination of error. Okay, then T2 minus T1 is equal to 50 degree centigrade. Okay, minus 20 degree centigrade plus or minus 0.5 plus 0.5 degree centigrade. Okay, it is 30 degree centigrade plus or minus 1 degree centigrade. Why this is added? Why this is not subtracted? Because when two quantities are added or subtracted, the absolute error in the final result is the sum of the absolute error in the individual quantity. Okay. So the absolute error in the individual quantity is here 0.5 and 0.5, and we have to add this. Okay, not subtracted. Now when the product and quotient error, when two quantities are multiplied or divided, the relative error in the result is the sum of the relative error in the multiplier. Okay, when some are divided, multiplied, in case of multiplication or division of physical quantities. Okay, sum of the errors is sum of the relative error. Remember that if some quantities are subtracted or added, this is the absolute error. Okay, when some quantities are multiplied or divided, this is not the absolute error, this is the relative error. Okay, this is the case of relative error. The relative errors are added. Okay, the relative errors are added. That is del z by z is equal to del a by a plus del b by b. Okay, these relative errors of the individual quantities are added. Okay, so also in the case of error in the case of raised power. Okay, when the physical quantities are raised to the power n. Okay, relative errors in the physical quantity raised to the power n is the n time of the relative error in the individual quantity. Okay, in the case of z is equal to a3, okay, b 1 by 3, okay, this is the quantity c by c, okay, and d to the power 3 by 2. That if the relative errors are del a by a, del b by b, del c by c, del d by d, then the relative error in the quantity is the final relative error is equal to the n to the power n, this is n times del a by a plus n time means 1 by 3. Okay, this is the case of 3. Okay, n times the individual errors. Okay, if the powers are n times, then it should be the n times of the individual error. Okay, 3 into del a by l, 1 3 by del by b plus 3 by 2, or in the case of c, 1 into del c by c plus 3 by 2 del d by d. This much error will occur in the final quantity. Okay, let one example will clarify this. Okay, let a physical quantity P is equal to AQ B square by CD. The percentage errors in the case of ABCD. The percentage error in the ABCD percentage errors are 1%, 2%, 3% and 4%. We have asked the final error. Okay, the final error. We have asked the final error. As per the rule of the error in the case of power, this is the case of raised power. Then the final error will be 1, 2, 3, 4 individual power 3 into 1, okay, plus 2 in case of B, 2 into 2, okay, plus 1 into 3 plus 4 into plus 1 into 4. Okay, these are the percentage errors of individual quantity 1, 2, 3, 4, and it should be multiplied with the powers. Okay, now the case 3 plus 4 plus 3 plus 4, this is equal to 14%. Okay, thank you.